All right, we should be live. Good afternoon, everyone. Jellers in the chats. HX Any Boy in the chat. Vivian Johnson, Hard Drive, D Gilmore. And if I sound a little different, that's because I'm kind of an idiot. I forgot my wireless mics that I use when I live stream. So we are taking the audio straight off the iPhone on this one, which means there's no wind muff. So I apologize in advance if the audio isn't quite up to par, but I'm already here, so I thought let's just go ahead and stream anyways. And it looks like I didn't turn my bitrate back up to 6,000. So we are, anyways, yeah, we're rocking a 5K bitrate, no wireless audio gear. But it's all good because it's a beautiful day. I'm out here by the Humber River. Hopefully you guys can see everything all right and hear as well. There I am. You know what? I'm actually gonna fix the, just before we really get going here, I'm gonna fix the bit rate. Just hang on for 1 sec, guys. It's gonna say the stream is ending. It's not ending. I'm gonna crank the bit rate up just so we get full quality, and I will be back. 1 sec. All right, we should be back in better quality than before. Sorry about that. There you go, the bitrate climbing higher than 5,000. It's really just a quality thing. I like streaming at the maximum quality possible. And I'm rocking the new shades that I got in Barcelona. All right, let's head over towards the Humber River. So I'm down here near Old Mill. I just finished up recording a video here. Let's go over and take a closer look at the river before I head on over to the bridge. I have not streamed out in Toronto, out and about this month, I think. Jeanette is here. I went for some delicious Filipino eats last night, and I put a post on Instagram, and Jeanette commented that she could cook better. Maybe if Casa Manila or Manila is hiring, I'll try to hook you guys up. So I'll just spend a minute or so down here before I head up. I just recorded a walk through the Kingsway neighborhood, a much requested, long awaited walk. So I'm gonna try to go home and get that up on the channel. And Brad Palmer is here, the birthday man himself. Brad Palmer, happy birthday to you, sir. And Brad's got a channel where he puts up a lot of excellent content. So click on his name and head over there. Watch a few of his videos and give him a sub for his birthday. And Mike Landry, $5. Hello, Johnny and everyone in the chat. Thank you, Mike Landry. Good to see you here, Mike. And again, I apologize for the audio. I don't have a wind muff hooked up, but it shouldn't be so breezy once I get away from the river. But if there is a cool thing, it's at least the iPhone speakers will give you stereo sound. Normally when I use my wireless mic, you just get mono sound. But thanks again, Mike, and happy birthday again to you, Brad Palmer. hope this picture does what I'm seeing in person justice, because this is stunning. And this weekend, I'm gonna try to get out to the CNE and make a video or two from there, possibly a live stream. There's also the Taste of Manila Festival. And that is up at Bathurst and Lawrence. And I have a Patreon member request to do a walk up there. So I'm gonna try to kill a few birds with one stone. Gordon Freeman, $5. Nice to see you in my old neighborhood. Thank you, Gordon Freeman, for the $5.
Nice to see you in my old neighborhood, John.
Thank you again, Gordon, and Mike Landry. That is a south-facing view of the Humber River. And as soon as traffic clears up, I'll get back to the side that I'm supposed to be on. Clayton Crawford, dropping some happy birthday notes for Brad. So I put in the title, I'm walking west towards Kipling. I don't know exactly where I'm gonna end up. We'll see what time and energy allows for. Old Mill itself, boutique hotel and event venue, is just up here on the left.
I'll talk to Jacob tonight.
You know what? I just recorded the Old Mill in a video, but I think if I go this way, I can head on up to Bloor Street. So let's go see. There should be a parking lot straight ahead, and then a staircase that'll take us up to Bloor. Dave S says this looks old-timey villagey. Well, the neighborhood here, the Kingsway, when it was founded, all of the homes were required to be in like an old English classical style. And that definitely lends to that old-timey village feel, as you alluded to. Laura from Mexico is here. Kevin says around the corner from his local hood. I wonder if we can get to the Humber River over here. Is there a trail? I don't really feel like going through that brush with my shorts on. Lucette is here. But I've seen a staircase from Bloor Street. Looks like some kind of event. Mike Landry, $4. Mike Landry. Hey, this is new, this artwork. Thank you, Mike. Thank you for the super chat and the $4. So this here leads up to Old Mill Station. I'm heading underneath the subway tracks. Oh, we just missed a train going by. Don't. There's that staircase I was talking about. Kevin Knows, $5. Thank you, Kevin Knows. Thank you so much for the support. Hopefully we'll get to see a train go by at some point. Thank you, Kevin. This is something I did a lot of in Europe. Hiking up staircases. There's a couple of people coming down. Just kind of keep the camera away from them. Thank you again, Kevin. It's always awkward filming people in close quarters. If I can avoid it, I will. There's a view under the bridge. Now, this should be taking us up to a very different, noisier world up here. This is the busy Bloor Street. Hopefully that glare from the sun isn't too bad. Gervais says my English is clear to understand. Thanks for visiting this area and showing the channel. Well, my French and Spanish apparently weren't very good. Good to know the English was okay.
Mr. Johnny Fry.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I was watching you come up the bridge there.
Oh.
So I said, oh, he's in the neighborhood.
Well, you saw I was going to Kipling, so you knew which way I was
Yeah,
going.
you're going to Kipling. Alrighty then.
All right. Well, nice to meet you.
Have a good walk. Yes.
Cheers.
I follow you.
Have a nice night.
Alrighty.
Friendly viewer. It's always cool when people drop by and say hi. There is Old Mill Station. That station is a bit of an oddball as the bus bays are not in the fare paid zone. Dave S says, I'm a celebrity now. I don't think so. But I've been following some YouTube drama over the last few days. One of the channels that I watch, Linus Tech Tips, has gotten into some hot water over a few different reasons. Oh man, this glare is bright. Why did I pick a walk going towards the sun? Frogger says by this time next year there will be bike lanes here. You think? Yes, they have extended them out this way. And huge thanks to all 233 of you so far. Don't forget to like and subscribe, yada yada yada. So tomorrow should be that video through the Kingsway I just recorded. Then I'll have another Paris video on Friday. And after that, I have a high-speed rail from Paris to Barcelona video, and a few Barcelona videos. And I'll finish up with one of the Barcelona airport. And then it'll be all Toronto pretty much after that. Frogger has come across Alina McLeod so far. For base, I'm not sure when I'll get out to Mississauga next. Oh, this cyclist is flying. How does the image look walking directly to the sun? Is it worth my while to cross the street here and try to get away from the sun? As this road bends, I find myself ping-ponging from side to side. But this road here is the Kingsway, and this is what I recorded today in my video before this. Am I gonna get the light here? There we go. I pressed the button. All of this just to hop back into the shade. All right, thanks for confirming. If the glare was bad, I would have turned around and we would have just walked west. Maybe over to Dundas West or something like that, but since you guys are saying it's not so bad, we're gonna keep going west. Joshua asking, is this still a Google Pixel phone? I have never used, well, I used a Google Pixel phone once, and for live streaming it was absolutely terrible. So I went back to my iPhone and I returned the Pixel. But 2 notes if you're just tuning in. For one, happy birthday, Brad Palmer. And the second one, I did forget my wireless audio gear. So enjoy the windy sounds rustling through the iPhone microphones. It always irks me when I screw up technically. But I do have an ice cold drink in my bag. So I am thinking the next time I see a nice shaded bench, it might be time to crack that open. Thank you, Pervez. And you'll see a lot of these tree-lined residential streets in tomorrow's video. Cortege wishing Brad a happy birthday. Jelly Bean in the house. Good late afternoon, Jelly Bean. So we're about to head through the commercial stretch of the Kingsway, and from September 8th to September 10th there is a taste of the Kingsway Festival. Oh, it is so nice when there are no cars. It's like we just wandered into an oasis. Here they come to ruin the day. You noisy beasts. So this is the former city of Etobicoke, as it is west of the Humber River, amalgamated into the megacity in '98. I don't know if I've streamed along here this year. If I have, it would have been around February. I have no memory of being here anytime recently. I should at least be able to get to Islington Station on this. This is Prince Edward Drive. Prager thinks there's a tapas restaurant around here. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on the cemetery tour. Unicorn Power says Casa Luna, or Casa Barcelona was here many moons ago. I'm really curious to see how busy this area is during the street festival. It never seems that busy whenever I pass through it. Friendly merchants and real neighbors. Joshua Oliveros, thanks for the live stream on a very sunny day. Thank you for the fiber, Joshua. Always appreciated. And you're very welcome for the stream. Sorry I forgot my audio gear. Image. I have not hit 10,000 steps yet in a day all week. That's how lazy I've been, but we're about to hit that. 94.82. So this is where the third last subway station is on line 2 heading west. Royal York, then Islington, then Kipling coming up. I had a thought to go through Dundas West Village. And I think that thought has been shot down. Krista says Swiss Chalet was the go-to back in the day, not so much now. Well, it was also affordable back in the day. Now it's priced no different than any other sit-down restaurant. I mean, they've still got that magic sauce that you can dip your fries into. But that's its best redeeming quality. Kevin says Royal York Station has been bad lately with all the robberies at the LCBO. Dirk G, channel member, Dirk G. Thanks for dropping by. Someone who just joined channel membership sent me an email asking when they'll see their name at the end of my normal videos. I typically update that list about once a week. So just stay tuned, and if you're a channel or Patreon member, it'll appear. Royal York Station, I went north here on Royal York Road in the video I just recorded. And I went up to a street called Kingsway and around a very nice and swanky residential neighborhood. It is, Frogger. Jellybean says you can buy the Swiss Chalet sauce mix at the store. But even better than that is the St. Hubert sauce. All right, I see a bench. It's early in the stream for me to be doing this, but it's time for a little drink pit stop. All right, Jeanette, have a good night. Oh, today is James Cameron's birthday as well, says Gertesh. Well, James Cameron, if you are watching, first and foremost, happy birthday to Brad Palmer, but secondly, happy birthday to you. Well, my once ice-cold bubbly is no longer ice-cold. Just as my once dry t-shirt is no longer dry in the back. One sec. That tastes so effing good. Marge, $5 for a bubbly stock up. Thank you, Marge. I thought this was South Kingsway on the right, and North Kingsway was the section north of Dundas, because there's another stretch of the Kingsway. Maybe I got that wrong. Friday, August 11th. Oh, they are not open. There was some controversy with that theater and a patron a while back. Bottle of wine, $60 with a pizza. You know what? If that is decent pizza and decent wine, that is a pretty good value, actually. As weird as that sounds. Frogger noticed in Spain, orange flavored pop was really popular. One thing I drank for the first time in the Netherlands that I also drank in Paris and Barcelona is a drink called Aperol Spritz. I felt like a change up from beer. I quite enjoyed it. There's Kingsway Fish and Chips. I gotta keep moving, they're playing music. Collie going for a walk. Into the sun again. Should I go to Apache Burger for dinner? I'm kind of heading in that direction. Robert says Aperol Spritz is good. Liz, $2.79 towards an Aperol Spritz. Thank you, Liz. I don't know what those go for in Toronto, but I think that's become my favorite non-beer drink. Although that one night I went to a club in Barcelona, I was having gin and tonics. Mike Landry, $5 for my meal. Mike Landry, that is your third super chat tonight. Thank you, Mike Landry. Thank you, Mike Landry, times 3. Hey, we got a subway sighting. And thank you, Liz, as well, and Marge, and everyone else who sent support. Ann says, oh no, not Aperol Spritz. Bad memories for you too. For you were too drunk on it in Slovenia. Well, I'll be sure if I ever go to Slovenia not to have Aperol Spritz. So the Kingsway neighborhood ends to the west here at the Mimico Creek, which I'm about to cross. And to the east it ends at the Humber River, to the south at Bloor Street, and to the north at Dundas. Frogger says a parking lot that isn't a condo yet. Such rare beasts do still exist. I thought these two people in front of me were together. I guess they are. She's kind of walking as if she doesn't know her mom, I guess. There's a sun glare filled look at the Mimico Creek. I think there's a better view on the south side, but I don't really have an opportunity to cross the street here. It's not a long enough break in traffic. And of course I crossed too far west. Christo says kids do that. I don't remember if I ever did that. So the next major street coming up is Islington, and that's where we'll find Islington Station. Hello, Best Times Reborn. This is Harry's Steakhouse. It's a year? Galu says, what a nice day, you're in Romania. I am watching 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. And one of the couples is in Romania. Well, one of the couples that just broke up, at least were in Romania. And they were visiting Dracula's castle last episode. It looked pretty cool. So for the longest time when I was a kid, these glass towers here stood out like a sore thumb around Islington and Bloor. And I don't even think you'd call them tall buildings anymore, at least not by Toronto standards. But they used to be icons of this intersection, at least in my screwed up little head. Jellybean doesn't like the season of 90 Day Fiancé. I think 90 Day the other way is not the best. But the before the 90 Day season is one of the best ever, I think. There's no segments that I want to skip. That was my like bubblegum filler on the airplane coming back from Barcelona to Toronto that I watched on the laptop. There's a Black Angus across the street. Dahlia says, nice to see you out this way. Nice break from the downtown scene. I still need to hit Mimico, New Toronto, and Long Branch. You remind me, but that's nice to get out to Etobicoke. Maple Dub says, Match Me Abroad is another good show. I'm embarrassed to say, but I watched Match Me Abroad. Every couple or every person on that show was just a train wreck waiting to happen, but it was entertaining. I think my favorite part of that show was when that guy Peter went to Prague and they set him up with like a girl that was way out of his league. And then after his first date with her, he suggested another date, perhaps later that evening. The look on her face was priceless. And then she said she had to go walk her dog, I think. Then he was like, okay, how about we meet another time? Can I get your number? And then she was like, well, if I want to see you, I will find you. I don't need your number. She was trying to be as polite as possible, telling him to F off. Clayton Crawford is here lurking. There is Islington Station, which is not accessible yet. It needs to undergo a renovation, and yuck, soiled mattresses. Do not use a mattress you found on the sidewalk. Gross. There's Islington. And there's a cute little village just north of here along Dundas, one with a lot of interesting murals and street art. I should go back there and make an updated video. Refurbished mattress is a novel business idea. I think it's a horrible business idea. Let's cross over. Yeah, so I remember here were the tallest. But they have been dwarfed. All right, I guess we are going to Kipling. These used to be where you'd catch the Mississauga bus way back in the day. They've decommissioned most of those bus bays. And the reason for that is they built a new bus terminal over at Kipling, and that's where the Mississauga buses terminate. I think just one of them still comes this way. Valerie says, sounds like the wind is picking up a bit. Yeah, sorry guys. I forgot my wireless mic receiver, so there is no wind muff. I am contemplating doing a stream from the CNE on Friday though. So that might be in the cards. I don't know if the X is free this year on opening day. It was last year. I remember I went in free. So I'm thinking if I go, maybe I'll buy the admissions pass that gives me all the rides as well. So we're gonna go straight through the old Spaghetti Junction. And here's a sign here. 6 points interchange reconfiguration. I think you need to update your sign, City of Toronto. Expected end date, spring 2020. That was over 3 years ago. There's the one Mississauga bus that comes this way, 26. And if we're lucky, we'll get to see a TTC subway go over this rail corridor here. Lisa says the X opens on Friday. Yeah, but the question is it free on opening day like last year? I don't think it is. Last year I did like the cable car ride, and that thing got a ton of views. So I think I shall do the same again this year. Shipmoan says that sign is outdated. Yep. Hey, there goes the 26 Mississauga bus. Thanks for confirming, Lisa. And I do believe I hear a subway train. No? Count one Mississauga, two Mississauga like you do Mississippi. No, we use Mississippi when we count that way. Mississauga. I am disappointed we haven't caught a subway train. Come on, TTC. kind of subway frequency is this? You'd think in either direction there would have been a train by now. Oh, there we go. And if you're just tuning in, we are out west in Etobicoke. And those condos over there on the left are right around where I'm heading. I'm headed to Kipling Station. And then once there, I will hop on the subway and debate picking up dinner or having leftover Filipino food, which is in my fridge. Hello, Wesley. There's Toronto 22 division, I think. I can't read that from here. But I am about to cross Dundas Street, if I'm not mistaken. I think this is Dundas Street West. Vertej might order popcorn from Skip the Dishes. It's a weird thing to order. So Dundas Street once again dips south of Bloor Street, but between here and the Junction Triangle, it runs north of Bloor Street. And just over there used to be the Westwood movie theaters. They were a Famous Players cinema, and that is where way back I saw the original Michael Keaton Batman when I was a kid. Me and my brother got to take turns picking movies to watch. He picked Batman, I picked Ghostbusters 2. So this used to be one of the worst, most tangled intersections in the city, the 6 Points Junction. There's been a very long and drawn out process reconfiguring it. And it's now got bike lanes. Bike lanes that don't look too shabby, actually. Green streets. Green streets manage stormwater, help trees and plants grow, reduce the urban heat island effect, and beautify our neighborhoods. Sweet. I think there's a big development planned for this plot of land on the right. They're trying to turn this into like a vibrant, livable neighborhood. But I'm pretty sure the Westwood Theater was just over there. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. For some reason, I remember going to see Who Framed Roger Rabbit at the Sussex Theater across from Square One. That's where we're going to build the Johnny Strides amusement park, says Clayton. How are they going to fit an Intamin Giga Coaster in this area? Silly Clayton. Oh, we got a GO train rolling in. Hey look, Johnny Strides jaywalks. It says do not walk, but who the hell is driving through this intersection? I'll be curious to see what becomes of this neighborhood. They've invested a lot. They built the new bus terminal at Kipling. They've been building these bike lanes, reconfiguring that nasty junction. There's a housing development. Plan to go in just to the right of here. Can't help but wonder what would have happened if Hazel McCallion was not so opposed to the subway going up to Mississauga. I think at one point the province had all the cash needed in hand to extend it. And she was quite adamant about not extending the subway from Kipling into Mississauga. Ultimately a brain-dead move. Towards the end of her term, she tried to undo a lot of the bad suburban building she did in her earlier years. And we are at Kipling Avenue. Jellybean says this should be a short. I don't know, Valerie, but protected bike lanes in Etobicoke. Good evening, White Clouds. So there's a rather popular burger stop coming up called Apache Burger. As I mentioned that, Toto Roots says Apache Burger visit. No. I've got a lot of leftover food in the fridge. I don't normally eat leftovers, but I'm thinking I can hold out till I get home. There used to be a Bolorama in this neighborhood. I remember throwing some tournaments there. Way back when I was a little kiddie. This plaza is kind of neat. It connects Dundas Street to the south here to Bloor Street. Just got windy. Hey, they got a farm boy here. I guess that is true, Devin. There's Apache Burger. I guess this would be the square boy of the West. Sorry about all the wind, it just kicked up. Wendy's and a Timmy's. That would be sacrilege if I went to that Wendy's over Apache Burger. So across the street here on the right used to be a Starbucks. Now it is Center Court, whatever that is. Okay, there's the lucky folks going to the airport in the 900 Airport Express. I haven't taken that bus in a while, but you can take the subway to Kipling. I am pretty sure that used to be a Starbucks. At least they used to park here in the small lot that probably doesn't exist anymore. Probably. But there's the new bus terminal over there. TTC bus bay is just up there to the left. And there is a Kiss and Ride pickup. One of the few left in that style. There's another one up at Finch. Melly B says this is awesome. You've never been to Toronto? Well, folks, I think we have hit the end of the line here. Yep, there's one at Kennedy as well. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Again, happy birthday to Brad Palmer. Thank you to everyone who sent support during the stream. It is very much appreciated. I'll go live hopefully one more time this week, possibly from the CNE. No promises, but it seems like a good idea right now at least. I say that, then on Friday, who knows what I'll be thinking. Thank you, Vivian. Thank you to our mods for their good work. Thanks to our channel members, Patreon supporters, and just everyone else who tuned in. Sorry I didn't have my good microphone with me. Tomorrow morning should be the walking video through the Kingsway I just recorded. I'm gonna go home and edit that and get that up. But thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, yada, yada, yada. Tomorrow morning, there will be a premiere at 9 a.m. EST on this channel. Happy birthday again to Brad Palmer. Do him a favor, check him out and wish him a happy birthday over on his channel. And I think the Ken Continuum might be live streaming. How about that, eh? All right, guys, have a good night. Yoink.